So the beautiful city of Sevilla in southern Spain is famously known for making some of the best tapas dishes in the country. Today I'm going to show you how to make a tapas dish from Sevilla that's not very well known outside of the city, but promises to be one of the best tapas dishes that hail from Spain. We're talking sautéed mushrooms with a garlic and parsley alioli. This is known in Sevilla as Champiñones con Alioli Verde. It's basically a dish made with mushrooms that you saute in extra virgin olive oil until they're nice and tender. And then you top them off with a very simple garlic mayo alioli to take things to the next level. Folks, we're talking super easy to make, the simplest ingredients, and all done in just 15 minutes. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. La Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the spices you need to make all your favorite Spanish recipes, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings. And they even offer classic grilling systems, that way you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there, and make sure to use coupon code ONAFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's begin by making the alioli. I'm going to add in 2 cloves of garlic that I roughly chopped into a mortar, along with a 1/4 cup of chopped fresh parsley, which is 15 grams, and just a kiss of sea salt. And using a pestle, we'll pound down on the ingredients until we form a paste-like texture. This takes between 1 to 2 minutes. If you don't have a mortar and pestle, you can also use a food processor here, a handheld blender, or even a NutriBullet. Then we'll add in 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, which is 120 grams. You can veganize this sauce by using a plant-based mayonnaise. We'll also squeeze in 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, which is 5 milliliters, and drizzle in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, which is 15 milliliters. Then we'll season with a little sea salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll mix it together until we end up with a creamy sauce, and then set it aside. For the next step, let's start cooking up our mushrooms. I'm going to grab a large fry pan and heat it with a medium-high heat. On a dial from 0 to 10, that would be about a 7. In the meantime, I'm going to add in 15 white mushrooms into a colander and give them a quick rinse under some cold running water. Then we'll pat the mushrooms completely dry and make sure to remove any of the excess dirt. Now, many people say don't wash mushrooms underwater. I kind of agree with that. If you overwash them, they're going to absorb the liquid. But if you give them a quick shower like we did, they're not going to absorb any water, and it's going to make it so much easier to remove the dirt around the mushrooms. And we'll cut off a little bit from the stem from each mushroom, making sure to not fully remove it. Alright, let's move back to the fry pan. Once it's nice and hot, I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. Then we'll immediately add in the mushrooms and mix them around. That way they're all coated in the olive oil. Then we'll place the mushrooms in a single layer and cook them for about 2 minutes without mixing them. After 2 minutes, we'll flip the mushrooms to cook the other side, and once again, go for about 2 minutes without mixing them. After a total cooking time of 4 minutes on the mushrooms, once again that's 2 minutes per side, we'll season them with a kiss of sea salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a quick mix, that way those seasonings are evenly distributed into the mushrooms. Then we'll remove the pan from the heat, and we'll transfer the mushrooms into a serving dish, making sure they're all in a single layer and stem side up. And for the final touches, we'll top off each mushroom with a dollop of the alioli, and we'll garnish with some fresh parsley. Check it out, our sauteed mushrooms with a garlic and parsley alioli are done. A very unknown tapas dish from the city of Sevilla, but more specifically from the restaurant Bar Las Golondrinas. Super easy to make, incredible presentation, and the best part, done in just 15 minutes. Let's give them a try and see how they turned out. Once again, folks, champiñones con alioli verde. This I cannot wait to try. Here we go. First things first, the texture on those mushrooms, they are beautifully sauteed, and that garlic and parsley mayo alioli takes the mushrooms to the next level. You saw this, folks, a very unknown tapas recipe from the beautiful city of Sevilla. Give it a try at home, serve it as a tapas appetizer like they do in Sevilla, or even as a side dish. Either way, I promise with the first taste, you're gonna get hooked on these mushrooms because they are so good. Real quick before I go, shout out to a couple of my patrons, Clarence Bolin, Martin Giddings, Aravinda Carimea, Robert Manahan, and Hollis Helmichi. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button as it really helps out the channel. Leave me a comment below. And as always, don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. That way our Spain on a Fork community can continue to grow. Till the next time, hasta luego.